welcome back everybody. Been a little while. I had some pretty extensive dental work done, and I appreciate everybody hanging in there with me through all that. I apologize. It's been an ongoing issue for years that I've finally been able to get taken care of. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. Still got some work left to do before I'm good to go, but I'm trying to do what I can while I'm out here. So the process, if you've never done it before, there's different ways that people do beaver skulls or any kind of skull. There are people that boil them. Big long process that they do for that. I've done that in the past. It does work. Alternatively, people buy and set up and establish the beetle colonies. That does an amazing job at cleaning, but again, a lot of people don't have access to that or can't afford to start a colony or don't have a place to put it or whatnot. So I'm going to give you another alternative that I use when I'm not in a hurry. This year I was not in a hurry. I knew I had a lot of things that were going to be going on and chewing up my time. So again, I could have waited and done this later. I could have done it sooner. I'm in no hurry for them. However, I do want to get the ones done that I'm going to donate to the schools, because kids handling the ones that they had and dropping them and stuff, they get broken, whatever. And I do donate a few of the ones that I get every year to those school systems for the education of children. So I'll spin you around here and give you a quick look and do a little bit of explanation. So excuse the mess. Things have been chaotic, and the bugs are driving me crazy already. Things have been chaotic, so nothing is 100%, but I'm going to run with it anyways. This is just it's like a crock pot, but it's made for wax. If you have arthritis, you'll know what this is. You melt the wax. You're supposed to dip your hands in the wax, do that whole process. I can't stand it. Drives me absolutely crazy, and I end up hurting worse than I did if I didn't do it at all. So I don't use it. So I repurposed this. It's a low to medium heat, so I can run it for extended periods of time and not have any issues. These skulls here are ready to be peroxide bathed. So what I do is, out here on the other side of this tree line, there's about a 50-yard gap between this tree line and the edge of a brook. I go down about 50, 60, 80 yards behind my shop here, and the wind is predominantly that way or this way, so that keeps any odors that may or may not accumulate away from my home. I have a caged system that I've built, basically chicken wire reinforced with some steel. I dig a hole in the ground about the size of what a cooler would be, and in the bottom of that cooler I place anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of play sand, stuff you would use for a sandbox that water can go through very easily. It doesn't get all mucky and nasty and silty and discolor anything. And then, so about as deep as what this is about where I put my first layer. Then I set the skulls all in that hole, and then I cover them all the way up. And what that does is it allows, like I said, the water to drain through and go out. This is all old farmland, old pasture. It all drains rapidly anyways, and out there drains extremely rapidly as it is, so I don't have to worry about it being a pool inside there. It also allows all the bugs and insects and bacteria and whatever else to get down in there, and they do a fantastic job at cleaning these skulls, similar to what the beetles do when you put them in with the beetles. As you can see, it cleans everything up quite well. There's some stuff that needs to be addressed here and there, but for the most part, for what I do, it works very well. Now I take them out of that hole and I clean them off. Then I take them and I put them in a pot and I let them set. I don't actually heat that up, it's just there to set, to be out of the way. But I set them in a pot with bleach and water. I start off with warm water out of the tap and then just let it sit for about 2 days to kill off any extra excess bacteria that's on them. Wash those and clean those down, and now I'm ready for the peroxide. So this peroxide here, I can't remember the name brand of it. I left the bottle outside, but it is 5% peroxide. You can use 3, works just fine. The bottle's out of Walmart or any other pharmacy or whatever. And I mix that with a little bit of water just to cover everything up and to keep room for evaporation. I'll let them sit for, depending on what they look like and how long it takes, anywhere from 2 to 6 or 8 hours in that low medium heat. And then I pull them out, clean them off, let them dry. I glue anything that needs to be glued that's loose together. Clean any film off, make sure I don't have any residue anywhere that's going to stand out, and then I will mop and glow them before I get ready to send them out. So again, just an alternative method if none of you have ever done it before, and you don't have the means or whatever for the beetles, or you don't want to take the time to boil and go through that whole process. This is an alternative means. You let Mother Nature take its course. I buried these after the thaw in late April. I could have worked on them in June. However, I started going through all this stuff, as I said, with the dental. It's now July 15th. Yesterday was my birthday. So I'm gonna get a few of these done and ready to go, and then I will start working on the rest of them that I have. The reason I put the cage over it out there and anchor everything down is so that animals can't get in there and dig it up and run off with them or tear everything up. That's the only reason for that. But I make sure that it doesn't hinder nature from being able to take its course on them. You don't want anything that's going to cover it and keep water from getting down in there and stuff like that. You want it to work and you want it to act naturally, and they'll come out just fine. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout, message me, whatnot. And until I get these closer to being done, I'll see you on the next round. All right. Been a couple hours. We'll take a quick look and see what we got going on in here. Oh yeah. I don't know how well you guys can see this. The lighting's kind of terrible, but they're whitening up quite nicely. I'm not expecting them to be pearl white or anything like that. I try not to do a complete show finish on them, you know, how you would see, you know, like ones for sale online. I try to keep them as natural as possible. Like if you were to walk up and find these in the woods, obviously they're going to be a little cleaner than that, but you know, more natural. Especially for the ones that I'm going to donate to the schools. They're going to get handled anyways. They're going to get filthy. They're going to have to be cleaned all the time, whatever. And you know, the way I look at it, if kids are going to go out in the woods hiking and they find stuff like this, it takes the shock value away from them. They have an idea what they're looking at. So the more natural I can keep them, the better. However, this process here just kills any extra bacteria that may be on them and helps them along and makes them a little bit whiter. So anyway, if you're looking for show pieces, you know, there's other ways to do it. Obviously, you can look it up. There's a million videos out there, a million different ways to do things. However, this is just fine for me. Again, I'm not trying to make a fortune off of them online or anything like that. I use them for education, friends, family, gifts, things like that. Nothing crazy. So anyway, coming along nicely. I think I'm going to give it a little longer, and then we'll take a look at them later. Sitting here putting stuff together, and I just realized I forgot to show you guys. I'm sorry. So anyways, any loose teeth, anything that needs to be touched, I use any kind of non-expanding glue or resin, and I put them together. You can see how white they come out. They're not perfect by any means, but they come out really well for the people that I do them for. And I will seal them. Not sure what I'm going to seal them with yet, but I'm going to seal them up and get them out. But that's what they come out like, guys. I mean, it's not a terribly hard process. It takes time, it takes patience, but yeah, they come out pretty well. Alright, so I showed you guys what those ones look like that I was working on. I got another bleach and water, just a little bit of bleach in there to kill off the excess bacteria and whatnot. We're leaving for the weekend. When I come back, then that'll be ready to go, and I'll make a new mixture for that with the 5% peroxide, and I'll start the process over again with that. And I need to pick up some more adhesive. I'm not sure what I want to use yet. I've used a bunch of different types, and they all work a little bit differently. It's a matter of personal preference. Some of them you got to clean up a little bit of residue afterwards and whatnot, and others it doesn't matter. Also depends on what you're going to seal it with, whether it's a glossy finish that's going to show imperfections, or if it's more of a flat finish that's not so bad. All personal preference, like I said, or customer preference, depending on whether you're selling them or not, or who you're selling them to or giving them to, or whatever. Some people like the natural bone more than the shiny stuff. Some people like it to be shiny like glass or porcelain or whatever you want to call it. And again, that's all their personal preference. It doesn't much matter to me either way. I'll do it any way they want. It's a little harder to do the shiny stuff to keep it from running. I haven't found a way to do it really well yet without putting a dozen coats on it real thin so it doesn't run. Anybody's got any suggestions on that, I'm open to that. But anyway, so I've been going through all this crap with the dental. I appreciate you guys sticking in there with me. I hope you guys found this video informative at all. Should have went a little more into detail with the showing you how to do with this and that, but I think you guys get the basic gist and understanding. So I'm overdue for that trap giveaway. It's again, we're giving away a Duke 550 Pro Series. It's rusted, surface rusted, ready to go. It went through a vinegar bath and then hung with the rest of my traps and let the rust accumulate. I haven't treated these traps yet as far as dip and dye or any of that kind of stuff. I haven't decided what I want to do. So this one will need to be dyed or whatever your personal preference is. However, it's brand new. The only difference is I de-oiled it and degreased it, whatever you want to call it, and started the rust process on it for you. So the rules on that are you have to be either a Patreon or a subscriber. Subscriptions are free, obviously. As long as you're a subscriber or a Patreon, then you are automatically going to be put in for the drawing. We're going to do just a normal drawing. I was going to try to do something fun, but I've already put this off long enough with all the crap I've had going on and the pain I've been in. So we'll just do a normal drawing. The one rule that I will say is we're going to do 1 comment per subscriber. And this is very important. I hope you guys are listening. If you comment more than once, then you're going to be automatically disqualified. So 1 comment only per subscriber, because I'm going to go through and like I said, I hate to do that, but maybe somebody forgot something they wanted to say or something like that. You may want to wait, because that's the only way I could see to do it, to be fair, so I get everybody's name and ready to and whatnot in there. But you're gonna have to comment on the video. What do we want to put in there? Because I'm having a hard time seeing the subscribers on my phone right now, and that computer system is still down, so it doesn't show me any of my subscribers. So I don't know any of your names. Well, I know a few of you, but that's because I see you or talk to you or deal with you on a regular basis. But I want to make sure I get everybody's name in there for the drawing. So how about we go with freedom? 1 comment per subscriber. You can make it a sentence, you can make it a phrase, whatever you want to, as long as it contains freedom. That'll automatically get you put into the drawing, so we'll do that. Comment with freedom, or a sentence that has freedom in it, and you're in Lake Flynn, and we'll get this stuff taken care of. And as soon as we do the drawing, I'll come back with another video and tell you who it was that won. And then I'll send the stuff out to you. I'll pay for shipping and whatnot. It's supposed to be a prize, so I'll eat the shipping cost on that for you guys and get it sent out to you. We'll have 30 days once I call the name out and I tell you who it is. You'll have 30 days to get back to me with your mailing information, and then I'll get it sent out to you. If you don't get a hold of me within the 30 days, then we'll do another drawing and go from there. All right. God bless everybody. I hope everybody has a safe and great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. We're pushing real close to hunting season, and we're pushing real close to getting back into trapping again here. So exciting times. I'm hoping to be completely healed up by the time October gets around, because I still have more work that needs to be done. And if you guys like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And like I said, leave comments. Let us know what you want to see. All right. God bless you. Love you.